This is part 2 of our two-part series on building professional potting soil from nature. In part 1, we found our organic base and our natural drainage. In this video, we're adding the final structural chunks, testing the ratios, and customizing the mix for everything from succulents to ferns. If part 1 doesn't show up, you definitely can find it on our channel. Step 3. Structure, fibrous chunks. Now you need something chunky to hold air pockets over time. Look for shredded pine bark, pine needles, or rotted wood that crumbles in your hand. Natural bark mulch works too, as long as it's broken down into small, airy pieces. Avoid fresh wood, only use decayed, spongy material. Break everything into bits about the size of cornflakes to small bark chips. This makes up the final 20% of your mix. Combine and test. Mix everything together until it feels light, fluffy, and springy. When you pour water on it, it should drain within seconds, not sit on top. Squeeze a handful. It can clump briefly, but it should fall apart easily when you open your hand. If it stays wet and heavy for days, add more sand or gravel. If it dries out too fast, meaning the soil is bone dry again within a day, add more decomposed leaves. Adjust for different plants. For tropical houseplants like pothos, philodendron, or monstera, add a bit more bark or pine needles for extra chunkiness. Aim for roughly 40% leaf mold, 30% grit, 30% bark. For succulents and cacti, increase the sand or grit to about 50 to 60%. With 20 to 30% leaf mold and only 10 to 20% bark so water runs through quickly. For ferns and moisture lovers, use more leaf mold and a little fine forest soil, about 60% leaf mold, 20% grit, 20% bark for extra moisture retention. For seedlings, sift the mix to remove big chunks and lean heavily towards soft, decomposed leaf material, around 70% leaf mold, 20% grit, 10% very fine bark. What you've just built is not random. It's a miniature version of what plants evolved in. Forest floor for organic matter and microbes, sandy or rocky areas for drainage, and decaying wood for structure. No store, no plastic bags, just you, the landscape, and nature.